Okay, so video number 2. So that console panel and that brain board have been removed. This console panel and brain board have been loosely assembled. It's not completely in, didn't tighten the screws up yet until we did the test. Again, we're working with console number 2. So new brain board, new console panel, and the console is booting up automatically. Now, it did not go back to the original start screen where you have to load in your language and your time zone and stuff like that. That was already in console number 2. So we're getting the main screen to show up, and we get that workout loading error. This is the same similar issues that we got when we first put this console on. This will now only load up to about that point there. It'll get 75% of the way into it, and then we'll get another error code. So this set of brain board and console panel did not solve the problem that we're experiencing with this display. Again, you can watch it in real time. This will only get up to a certain point and then fail. So just to recap the full experience, this customer had the machine, was using it, and then metrics on the display would disappear, or certain segments of the console would not respond to touch, and customer service, there we go, loading failure, there's the code. So then, to finish the recap, a new console panel and brain board was sent out to solve that console's problem. That did not solve that console's problem, so then the display was replaced to this one. Then installing this console display has now given us a new set of problems, and that is this. So in response to this display issue, the customer service decided to send out another brain board and console panel. We've installed the console panel and brain board with this second console, and it's getting an identical error code. So the problem is in the console. I always thought it was in the console, but customer service and software department decided that it was here. So we've installed this, and the problem is persisting exactly the same way as it did when the previous brain board and console panel were installed. So since this is the kind of problem that literally prevents the use of the machine, we're going to be going back to console number 1, which its problem was metrics disappearing, in the middle of the workout, but not interrupting the workout. The customer would get annoyed because speed and distance would disappear, but the machine itself would continue to run. So we're quite frankly going to be putting on defective console display number 1 because it was less defective than defective console number 2. I'm going to be discussing this with the customer, but I think that's what we're going to be doing short term, and I do believe that console display number 2 is the problem, is this particular problem. Even though that is defective, this is defective with a different problem. Okay, so my recommendation is we're going to put that one back in so the customer can at least use the machine, and customer's going to need another display or a new machine. That's what he's going to be going for, I can guarantee.